Welcome everyone. Today's video can change your entire life. Not just your goals, not just your success, but the way you live every single day. Because today, we are not talking about motivation. We are not talking about dreams. We are talking about the missing key in most people's lives. Consistency. Everyone wants results, but only a few are consistent enough to get them. Not because they're lazy, but because they don't understand how to stay consistent when life gets hard. You start, you stop, you promise yourself, you break it. And slowly, you stop trusting yourself. You lose confidence, you lose time, you lose yourself. But not anymore. In this video, I'll show you how to force yourself to be consistent, even when you don't feel like it. Even when your mind screams, "I can't do this." Even when you're tired, unmotivated, or afraid. Because once you learn the truth about consistency, you will never fail the same way again. And remember, this video will also improve your English. So watch till the end and subscribe right now. Because we help you grow your mindset and your language together. Rule 1. Why consistency matters. You don't need to be extreme. You just need to be consistent. Let me explain something that most people never understand. Success is not one big moment. It's 1,000 small steps that most people never see. It's not about working 18 hours a day for 1 week. It's about working 2 hours every day for 1 year. It's not about studying English for 10 hours on Sunday. It's about studying 30 minutes every day. Even when you're tired, consistency is what separates the talkers from the achievers. Anyone can be great for 1 day. Anyone can show up once, give their best, and feel proud. But the people who actually win in life are the ones who show up even when it's boring, even when nobody claps for them, even when they feel tired, sad, distracted, or frustrated. That's consistency. Imagine this. 2 people want to lose weight. The first person goes to the gym for 4 hours every Sunday, but skips Monday to Saturday. The second person goes to the gym for 30 minutes every day, even if they don't feel like it, even if it's hard. Who wins after 6 months? The second one. Every single time. Because consistency beats intensity. Every single time. You don't rise when you're in the mood. You rise when you refuse to quit. The people who change their lives are not the people who do everything perfectly. They are the ones who show up consistently, even when it's not perfect. So if you want a better body, if you want fluent English, if you want real success, stop thinking about how hard it is. Start thinking about how consistent you can be. That's why consistency matters. It's not a detail. It's not a good habit. It is the foundation of every result you want in your life. Rule 2. Discipline versus motivation debate. If you wait to feel ready, you'll wait forever. Let's destroy one of the biggest lies you've been told. You just need to stay motivated. No, that's not true, because motivation is a feeling. And feelings change every single day. One day you're excited. The next day you're tired. One morning you feel inspired. By the afternoon, you feel lazy and empty. And if your success depends on how you feel, you will never win. Motivation is like the weather. It comes and goes. But discipline is like the sun. It rises whether you want it or not. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, even when you no longer feel like doing it. Motivation says, "I'll study English if I'm in the mood." Discipline says, "I'll study because I promised myself." Motivation says, "I'll go for a walk if I feel energetic." Discipline says, I'll go for a walk because my health depends on it. Motivation asks, do I feel like doing this? Discipline says, it doesn't matter how I feel, I do it anyway. Think of a soldier. Does a soldier wake up every morning and ask, do I feel like training today? No. They train because it's their mission. Their discipline protects lives. They don't wait for motivation. They live by duty. If you want to become fluent in English, start a business, lose weight, or master a skill, you must live by discipline, not motivation. Because motivation is temporary, but discipline builds legacy. How to use this today. Stop chasing motivation videos. Start creating your discipline routine. Choose one small thing and do it every single day, no matter what. Even if you feel lazy, even if you feel tired, even if you feel like quitting. Because that's the moment where real growth happens. When you go beyond feelings and act with discipline. And guess what? Sometimes motivation comes after discipline, not before. Do the action first. Then the motivation will follow. Rule 3. Break perfection. Start now. Most people are not stuck because of laziness. They are stuck because they're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect strategy, the perfect energy, the perfect confidence. But here's the truth. Perfection is a lie. Progress is real. Perfection keeps you thinking. Progress starts with doing. You say, I'll start speaking English when I'm confident. I'll start writing when I get a better idea. I'll join the gym when I have time. You are not waiting for the right moment. You are hiding from action. Perfection is your brain's way of protecting you from failure. Because if you never start, you never fail. You never feel embarrassed. You never look weak. But if you keep waiting, you also never win. Imagine a boy who wants to make YouTube videos. He keeps saying, I need a better camera. I need a better mic. I need a better idea. Years pass. He doesn't post anything. Meanwhile, another person with just a phone and courage has already built an audience, improved their skills, and built confidence. Why? Because they didn't wait for perfection. They just started. You become perfect by starting. You don't become perfect before starting. What to do today? Start now. Right where you are, with what you have. Speak broken English. Make an imperfect post. Record your rough first video. Write your messy first page. Because once you start, you're already ahead of the version of you who never does anything. Don't aim for perfect, aim for progress. Because progress creates momentum. And momentum changes everything. Perfection destroys speed. Perfection destroys confidence. Perfection kills creativity. But action creates clarity. Action creates momentum. Action builds confidence. So don't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. Start now. Even if it's ugly. Even if it's slow. Even if it's small. Because every master was once a beginner. And every success story started with a decision. I'm done waiting. I'm starting now. Rule 4. Give yourself a realistic target. Let's talk about one of the biggest reasons people give up. They set targets that are too big, too fast, and too impossible to maintain. They say things like, I'll study English for 5 hours every single day. I'll never eat junk food again. From tomorrow, I'll wake up at 4 a.m., run 10 kilometers, meditate, journal, read 50 pages, and build a business. It sounds impressive, but it's a lie. Because when life gets hard, and it always does, that unrealistic goal will crush your energy, kill your confidence, and make you feel like a failure again. The goal was not wrong, But the size of the goal was the problem. You don't fail because you are weak. You fail because you set a goal your brain cannot repeat every day. You don't need to do everything today. You need to do something today, and do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Because small, realistic targets done consistently create impossible results over time. Let's say you want to become fluent in English. You tell yourself, I'll study 5 hours every day starting tomorrow. Day 1, you do it. Day 2, you feel tired but try. Day 3, you miss it. Day 4, you feel guilty. Day 5, you quit. Now let's try again with a realistic target. I'll study English for 25 minutes a day, no matter what. Even if I'm tired, even if I'm busy. You can do 25 minutes while commuting. You can do it after dinner. You can do it before bed. It feels easy, so you do it every day. And in 6 months, your English is 100 times better. Not because you were perfect, but because you were realistic and consistent. When your goal feels too big, your brain feels stress. When your brain feels stress, it resists, it procrastinates, it says, let's do it tomorrow. But when your goal feels small, clear, and achievable, your brain says, okay, I can do this. That's how consistency begins. Use this now. Want to read more books? Don't say, I'll read 100 pages. Say, I'll read 5 pages every night. Want to wake up early? Don't say, I'll wake up at 4 a.m. Say, I'll wake up 15 minutes earlier each week. Want to get fit? Don't say, I'll go to the gym 2 hours every day. Say, I'll move my body for 20 minutes daily. And then, grow from there. Because once you do something for 30 days, it becomes part of you. Real change doesn't begin with big goals. It begins with small targets that you can win every day. So stop setting goals that make you quit. Start setting targets that make you consistent. Rule 5. System versus willpower. Winners don't rely on willpower. They build systems that make success automatic. Let's break another myth that destroys consistency. You just need to push harder. Use your willpower. Force yourself. Wrong. Willpower is limited. It's like a battery. It drains fast. You can use willpower to wake up at 5 a.m. once, maybe twice. But without a system, by day 3, your energy dies, and your old habits return. Successful people are not stronger than you. They just don't depend on willpower. They build a system that removes choice. They don't ask, should I work today? Their calendar is already blocked. Their environment is already set up. Their mind is trained to do it, whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait to decide. Their system does it for them. Think of making coffee. Manual brewing. Willpower. Every morning, you take out the filter, boil the water, grind the beans, measure everything by hand. Sometimes you're late. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you skip it. Why? Because it takes energy and effort, and depends on your mood. Coffee machine. System. You load it the night before. Set a timer. When you wake up, coffee is ready, automatically. No motivation needed, no mental debate, no wasted time. The system makes the behavior automatic. The result is the same, but the effort is removed. What's the difference? Willpower equals, I hope I can do this. System equals, I do this, no matter what. Willpower fights emotion. System removes emotion. Willpower is about trying. System is about repeating. Build your system. Today, want to write more? Set a 30-minute block on your calendar daily. Want to eat healthy? Remove junk food from your house. Want to learn English? Use a speaking app or chat GPT every morning at the same time. Want to wake up early? Keep your phone far away and alarm across the room. Make it easier to do the right thing. Make it harder to fail. Because when systems are strong, success becomes your new normal. You don't need to fight yourself every day. Build a system once, and it will carry you every day. Don't depend on emotion. Don't depend on energy. Don't depend on luck. Depend on your system. Rule 6. How small actions lead to big results. It's not the big actions that change your life. It's the small things you do every day when no one is watching. Most people are addicted to big wins. They want big money, big results, big success, big transformation. And because of this addiction, they ignore small actions. They say, 10 minutes of English practice? That's too small. One push-up won't change my body. Reading 2 pages is not real progress. And so they do nothing, waiting for a big moment to begin. But here's the truth. Small actions don't give you fast success. They give you permanent transformation. There is a law in the universe. It's called the compound effect. It means small efforts repeated daily will create massive results over time. It's like planting a seed. You water it today. You see nothing. You water it tomorrow. Still nothing. But keep watering it every day. And one day it explodes into life. It doesn't grow because of today's water. It grows because of consistent water over time. That's what happens with your English, with your body, with your mind, with your income. You don't notice anything for weeks. Then suddenly, everyone else calls you lucky. For example, imagine a glass jar sitting under the open sky. It starts raining. Not a storm, not heavy, just soft, slow, gentle raindrops. At first, nothing seems to happen. The jar looks empty. You check it in 10 minutes. Barely anything inside. You might say, this is pointless. But the rain doesn't stop. Drop after drop. Hour after hour, and slowly, quietly, the jar starts filling. You go away. Come back later. It's half full. By the next morning, it's overflowing. Now here's the lesson. No single raindrop filled the jar. It was the power of consistent small actions, repeated, that did it. That's exactly how results work in life. One 10-minute English session won't make you fluent. One healthy meal won't change your body. One focused hour won't build your career. But do it daily, like rain. And one day, you will overflow with results. Don't ask, what's the biggest thing I can do today? Ask, what is the smallest action I can do every single day without fail? Because the smallest daily habit is more powerful than the biggest action done once. Want to build muscles? Start with 5 push-ups a day. Want to write a book? Write 100 words a day. Want to become fluent in English? Speak 3 sentences aloud every day. Do it for 90 days and come back. You won't recognize who you've become. Small actions feel weak, but they are the most powerful weapons of the successful. So stop ignoring what looks small. Start honoring what you can do today, no matter how small it seems. Because big success is just small habits repeated long enough. Rule 7. Repetition creates mastery. The people who are great are the people who didn't stop. This rule is the secret behind every genius, every fluent speaker, every millionaire, every artist, every athlete. It's not talent. It's not speed. It's not natural gift. It's this one truth. They repeated the same thing so many times that it became part of their body, brain, and blood. You try something once. You're not good at it. So your brain says, I'm not meant for this. This is not my skill. I'll never be confident in English. I'm just not a disciplined person. Wrong. You don't become good by trying. You become good by repeating, again and again and again, until your body does it without fear, until your mouth speaks English without thinking, until your brain no longer fights the habit. It follows it. Think of a child learning to walk. The child falls, again and again, but they keep standing up. They keep trying, because the brain is learning through repetition. Now imagine if that child gave up after 3 tries. They'd never walk. But they don't stop. Because repetition is how the brain rewires. Repetition is how confidence is born. The science of mastery. Every time you repeat an action, your brain creates a connection. It's like a path in a jungle. The first time you walk, it's hard. The second time, it's clearer. After 100 times, it becomes a clear, strong road. This is what mastery is. A road in your brain created by repetition. Apply this now. Want to speak English naturally? Repeat the same phrases daily, for 30 days. Want to stop procrastinating? Repeat starting your work immediately, for 30 days. Want to improve your body? Repeat your daily movement for 30 days. Because after 30 days of repetition, it no longer feels difficult. It feels normal. And once it's normal, it's yours forever. Don't aim to be great at everything. Aim to repeat the right things until greatness becomes automatic. So if you're feeling stuck, don't try harder. Repeat more. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is power. Rule 8. How to overcome procrastination. Procrastination is not a time problem. It's a self-control problem. It's not that you don't have time. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's not even that you're lazy. It's that your brain has been trained to avoid discomfort. And every important thing in life, whether it's speaking English, exercising, building a skill, starting a business, requires you to feel uncomfortable. So your brain says, let's do it later. Let's scroll for 5 minutes. Let's eat something first. Let's wait until we feel motivated. And every time you say yes to that voice, you're telling your brain avoiding the work is okay. The longer you wait, the heavier it gets. The more you delay, the more you hate yourself. The more you push it to tomorrow, the more pain you'll carry inside your chest today. Because procrastination doesn't just waste your time. It kills your confidence. Imagine 2 people want to improve their English. One opens a mirror and starts speaking, even if their grammar is wrong. They speak for 5 minutes. That's it. The other says, let me watch some motivational videos first. Let me clean my desk. I'll start when I'm ready. It's been 30 minutes. They've done nothing. Then they feel guilty and say, I'll try again tomorrow. That's how months pass. That's how dreams die. Not because they're impossible, but because of procrastination. 1. Count backwards from 5 and move. The 5-second rule works like this. As soon as you think of the task, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, stand up, move, start, before your brain gives you an excuse. This kills hesitation before it grows. 2. Set a 2-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll just do 2 minutes. That's all. Just open the notebook, say 1 sentence, do 1 push-up. Once you begin, momentum takes over, because starting is always the hardest part. 3. Remove the decision. Don't ask, should I study now? Just say, it's 9 a.m. It's my English time. Make it a non-negotiable system, like brushing your teeth. You don't need to decide, You just do it. 4. Make it visible. Use a calendar. Put a big red X every day you complete your habit. Make the chain so long that breaking it feels painful. This creates emotional investment. 5. Change. I have to. I get to. Don't say, I have to do this. Say, I get to build my dream today. I get to train myself. I get to become the person I admire. Shift the mindset. Turn pressure into privilege. You will never feel like doing hard things. But the people who win don't wait to feel ready. They act anyway. They know that the pain of starting is 5 minutes. But the pain of regret is a lifetime. Your future is being built right now or destroyed based on what you're choosing to delay. Stop waiting. Start doing. This is your moment. Rule 9. Follow your mind, not your heart. Your heart wants comfort. Your mind wants growth. Choose wisely. We live in a world that tells you follow your heart. Do what feels good. Listen to your emotions. Your heart is emotional. Your heart wants what's easy. Your heart wants instant pleasure, not long-term success. And if you always follow that voice, you will live a life of regret. Your heart says, skip the workout, rest today. Don't speak in English? What if they laugh? Let's watch YouTube instead. You deserve it. Your mind, the strong, rational part of you, says, we said we'd train today. Let's move. This English conversation will make us better. Speak up. We have goals. Let's stay focused. Now tell me, which voice do you listen to every day? Because that's the voice that's controlling your life. Imagine someone is trying to wake up early. The alarm rings at 6 a.m. Their heart says, it's too cold, sleep more, you need rest. Their mind says, you said you wanted a better life. Get up. Most people press snooze. They obey their heart. They feel warm for 30 minutes and carry regret for the rest of the day. But the one who listens to the mind gets up, shows up, levels up, not because it feels good, but because it's necessary. What the mind understands. Pain today equals power tomorrow. Sacrifice now equals freedom later. Hard decisions now equals easy life later. The heart forgets this. The mind never does. The heart wants comfort. The mind wants clarity. The heart wants escape. The mind wants progress. How to train your mind to lead. 1. Pause when emotions are loud. Before making any big choice, ask, am I following comfort or growth? If it's comfort, pause. Give your mind time to speak. 2. Have a morning meeting with yourself. Each morning ask, what would the best version of me do today? Write it down and do that, not what your heart feels. 3. Create rules for emotion, like no important decisions when I'm emotional. No skipping habits unless I'm physically ill. No quitting something on a bad day. This protects your goals from emotional storms. You will always have 2 voices inside you. One says, relax, take it easy, do it later. The other says, no, we said we want something bigger. Let's go. The direction of your life depends on which one you follow. Don't follow the voice that feels good in the moment. Follow the voice that leads you to greatness. Rule 10. Focus on one thing only. Most people fail in life not because they are not talented, but because they are trying to win 100 battles at the same time. They try to build a business, get fit, learn a language, become famous, improve confidence, read books, change habits, become rich, all at once. They are everywhere. And because of that, they are nowhere. You can be average at everything, or great at one thing, but not both. Greatness comes from depth, not from width. You don't become powerful by trying a little bit of everything. You become powerful by going all in on one thing. Focus is not just a productivity tool. Focus is a spiritual weapon. It separates the weak from the world class. It separates noise from impact. It separates motion from achievement. For example, imagine sunlight shining through your window. It's warm, it lights up the room, but it can't cut through anything. You can stand in it all day, and nothing really happens. Now imagine taking that same light and focusing it into one single beam, a laser. Suddenly that same light becomes so focused, so sharp, so intense, that it can cut through steel. Sunlight and laser are made of the same energy, but focus turns ordinary power into unstoppable force. That's exactly what happens in your life. When your energy is scattered, a little here, a little there, you stay warm, comfortable, average. But when you choose one goal, one mission, one obsession, and you give it your full energy every day, you cut through failure, you break through resistance, you create real results. Focus isn't about doing less. It's about doing what actually moves you forward with all your power. Just like the laser. Your brain is not designed for multitasking. When you divide your energy, you divide your growth. You divide your confidence. You divide your results. But when you give full attention to one goal, your progress becomes 10 times faster. Your energy becomes cleaner. Your belief in yourself grows stronger. You stop feeling scattered. You start feeling unstoppable. What you can do now. Choose your one mission. Not two, not five. Choose one. Say no to distractions. Cut anything that doesn't serve your one goal. Go all in for 90 days. Give your mornings, your focus, your best energy. Because once you taste the power of real progress, you'll never go back to chaos. If you try to chase two rabbits, both will escape. But if you chase one, you eat. So stop trying to be great at everything. Be a master of one. Then, move to the next. That's how legends are built. Rule 11. The science of habit formation. Your habits are not just actions. They are your future. You've heard the word habit before, but you've probably never been told how habits actually work. Let's unlock it now. Because if you understand this one rule, you'll stop forcing yourself to be consistent. And consistency will become automatic. The 3-step habit loop, proven by science. Every habit in your life, whether good or bad, follows this loop. 1. Cue. Trigger. Something reminds you to act. Alarm clock, you reach for phone. Feeling bored, you open Instagram. Seeing mirror, you feel bad about body. 9 a.m., you start work. Your brain is always scanning for cues. 2. Routine. Action. This is the behavior itself. What you actually do. Scroll, eat, speak, walk, avoid, delay, repeat. 3. Reward. This is what your brain gets from doing it. Dopamine, pleasure, relief, escape, validation. And every time your brain enjoys that reward, it strengthens the habit loop. So even if it's a bad habit, if it gives you a reward, your brain wants to repeat it. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your systems. If you don't control your habit loops, they will control you. But the good news? You can create new loops. You can retrain your brain. You can build habits so strong that consistency becomes effortless. How to build a habit that stays. Step 1. Set a clear cue. Don't say, "I'll speak English today." Say, "After I brush my teeth, I'll do 5 minutes of English speaking." That's a trigger your brain can connect to. Step 2. Keep the routine simple. Don't try to do 1 hour. Start with 5 to 10 minutes. Keep it light. Keep it easy. This makes your brain feel safe. Step 3. Reward yourself immediately. After completing it, say something positive. Smile. Track it on a calendar. Tell yourself, I'm proud of this. This is who I am now. Step 4. Repeat it daily. No matter what, repetition builds the path. Repetition makes it automatic. Do it until you don't have to think anymore. Once your brain sees you repeating a habit, it stops seeing you as a person trying. It starts seeing you as a person who is that thing. You don't say, I'm trying to learn English. You say, I speak English daily. That's who I am. You don't say, I'm trying to be healthy. You say, I move my body every day. That's my identity. Habits are not just what you do. They're who you become. If you want to change your life, don't change everything at once. Change your habits, and they will change your life. The world doesn't reward the talented. It rewards the consistent. You've just learned 11 of the most powerful truths about how to force yourself to be consistent. Not easy tips, not temporary tricks, but deep, life-changing rules that can rewire your brain, your habits, your results, and your destiny. Now ask yourself, how many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow. Next week I'll be serious. One day I'll be consistent. And that tomorrow never came. That one day became no day, and life just kept moving. But here's the truth. Time is not waiting for you. Your dreams are not waiting for you. Life is not slowing down. Every minute you delay is a minute you could have used to build your future. Every hour you waste is an hour someone else is using to get ahead. Every day you wait for motivation is a day of regret you'll carry forever. You have 2 choices right now. Choice 1. Go back to your old patterns. Let this video become just another motivation you forget tomorrow. Go back to waiting, scrolling, planning, dreaming, hoping, but deep down, still feeling lost, inconsistent, and stuck. Choice 2. Decide. Right now, not next week, not later. Right now. Decide that from today onwards. You will become the kind of person who does what they say, shows up when it's hard, pushes forward when others stop, chooses discipline over distraction, chooses focus over chaos, chooses small, consistent steps over big, empty talk. You don't become successful by doing what you want. You become successful by doing what you promised, even when you don't want to. This is how great people are made, not in public, but in private, not when they're motivated, but when they're exhausted, angry, tired, unmotivated. And they still show up, because that is real consistency. That is what builds legends. So here's what you must do. Pick your one goal, make your system, start small, repeat daily, don't skip, don't quit, don't wait for motivation, don't wait for perfection, just move, just do, just begin, again and again and again. One small action, every day, no matter what. That's the life-changing secret. That's how you build your dream. That's how you win. Success is not about feeling ready. It's about becoming the kind of person who shows up every day, no matter what. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're just undisciplined. But that ends now. Because now, you know what to do. If this video woke something up inside you, if this video made you feel stronger, clearer, or more focused, then don't just click away and forget. Make a promise right now and follow it with action. And if you want more videos that change your mindset and improve your English at the same time, subscribe to this channel, Because here we don't just speak English, we speak growth, we speak consistency, we speak power. This is your time. This is your life. This is your turn. Show up, stay consistent, and build the life that was waiting for the stronger version of you.